Alright, hello, and welcome to the first episode of Who Knows What. I am Rob, and this is Zena. She's my little pooch. Now today what we're going to do is we're going to test some Paydirt from a company. Now I'm an amateur gold panner and stuff. I found a little bit of gold so far, about 0.3 of a gram. And lately I have not been finding any gold anywhere. So after reading and asking some people about, what's going on and if I'm doing anything wrong, they said that I probably am not going deep enough. But still, some people said to grab a thing of Paydirt and test your panning skills. So today, that's what we're going to do. And from all the research I did and everything like that, I came up with this stuff from Goldbay. Now Goldbay is a great site. The details are fantastic. I got it shipped to me in less than 3 days from across the country. So very good shipping. I got the 3-pound bag, and it says it guarantees me at least 1 gram of gold. I like that idea since I've never seen a gram of gold except in videos. So we're going to give it a test and see what happens. I'll be right back after we move everything out of the way, and we'll start taking this down into smaller and smaller sections and seeing what we see. Until then. Okay, so here are some of the tools that I'm going to use to make the gravel a little bit smaller and easier to work with. Alright, I got, bucket, saucer, pan. I got my own little sifter I made myself. It's a 1/4 inch. Cost me about $4 to make, which is pretty good. Alright, basic kitchen strainer for the little stuff. A magnet in a bag to get rid of the heavy metals and stuff like that, make it a lot easier to pan. And then of course my kid's little sand scoop helps out with the little small jobs like this. Okay, well here it is. Sorry for the light shine. This is the Goldbay. There's their contact information, goldbay.com. Natural gold Paydirt. This is a 3-pound bag, and this is what we get. It's nice and sealed. So let's get this open and we'll take a look, and then we'll start bringing it down to the smaller things. And I did see some surface gold, gold on the surface when I was looking through the bag when I got it. So we'll open this up, take a look, and make it a lot smaller. Alright, Goldbay. Alright, I don't know how I'm going to get the best shot of this, but there it is. It just looks like, dirt. You can see a lot of rounded rocks, probably river run rocks. So what we're going to do is we're going to go and stratify it down into smaller sections, take a look through if we see any good gold, and then we are going to bring out the gold pit, and then we're going to go through it and see how much gold we find. Here we are. Alright, we got our big old dish. We're going to use our 1/4 mesh strainer, homemade, first, and we're going to do this dry. It's a lot easier when it's dry, so I'm told take the heavies out with the magnets instead of doing it wet. And alright, here we go. We'll do a little bit at a time, and we'll take a look, and then I'll finish it off at this section, and then I'll get back to you after that. So let's do a little bit and see what happens. I'll go about half the bag, maybe. Alright, this is the first time I'm using this, so let's see how well I did. And bang, 1, 2, 3, everything went through. Let's make it a little bit smaller. Alright, we're going to take a quick little look. And right off the top, nope, but we're not expecting any huge nuggets out of this. Nothing 1/4 inch size like this. Alright, so we're going to take that and put that in our bucket. On the floor a little bit too. I'm going to finish the rest of the bag, and then I'll show you what's left after that. Alright, so taking out the bigger than 1/4 inch rocks, we got a nice little, still has a nice weight to it, wasn't a lot of big rocks. Now we're going to transfer this into a smaller pan, and we're going to use the little sifter. You can get them anywhere. A dollar store one would work too. And then I will show you what comes out of that and what's left of the small stuff. Okay, now you can see that we got our big stuff in here, which is probably not going to have any gold. We'll wash it off just for fun afterwards. We got here, Zena, relax. This is what we came out with. I might see maybe a speck or two, could be pyrite, but I gotta pan it down to find out. But we're gonna take our kitchen strainer, and we're gonna take the very fines out of it. and then we will separate it again, or that'll be the end of separation, and then we'll bring the gold pit over and we'll do some panning. Alright, here we go for the first little bucket of it. Make sure we get it all in there. This is a lot. Ooh, I think I just saw a piece of gold. Oh, we'll wait till the end. Alright, so now let's just... Ooh, a little dusty. Really work it down. Alright. Now this is where we should start seeing maybe a few flakes just right off the top. I'm just gonna see. Ooh, yep, I see gold. Oh, I see a very big piece. Alright, let me put this down. Alright. Let me see if I can get this in the camera. Look at that little beauty. Alright, that's the first. There's a couple more pieces in there. So we're going to take this one, we're going to put it aside, right on the corner of my table. Make sure I don't blow it over or nothing, alright, Dad? Alright. So, just working it down. And, you know, I'm not going to show you all this. Once I get it all down, we'll get back to that. But I already found, I see a lot of nice little pieces of gold. Okay, let's bring our little gold pan up for our next size. Dump that in there. And then basically rinse and repeat, just like your shampoo that nobody does. And I will come back after I finish going through all this. And, oop, I see another piece of gold right there. Oh, this is going to be fun. But when I get back to it, it'll all be separated. And then we'll get out the gold pit and we'll get to work. Alright, I'm already ecstatic about this. I can't even talk. Alright, so we have everything freaking classified down perfectly. Bigs, mediums, and smalls. I'm just going to call it like that. But there is one part I forgot to do. We want to take the heavies out of this material. And what I have is I have a bowl magnet in a plastic Ziploc bag. And I'm just going to run it over the material and hopefully pick up all the heavies or the metallic materials. And I'm going to start with, let's start with the medium. Alright, we're going to split this in half. And get a better click. Now let's see if this works. Well, a little bit of magnetics, not much. Just make sure we get all the way down to the bottom. Alright. Let's check it, make sure no gold popped up. Gold isn't magnetic, but it'll stick. Alright, we'll just throw them to the side. And let's see here. This is the one I think we need to do. Oh no, did I grab the same one without even thinking about it? Nope, I grabbed the right one. Oh, and I can see a flake of gold. Cover that back up. We don't want to see that just yet. Ooh, dropping rocks everywhere. That's okay. Alright, once again, not many magnetics. Ooh, I just uncovered that piece of gold. Alright, now most of the magnetics I'm thinking are going to be in the metal bowls that I put it in, not thinking I was going to take the magnets out. So hopefully the metal pole doesn't stick to the magnet. So we're going to hold it down and do this. Alright, this is where most of the magnetics should be. Alright, now I got the plastic bag so it's easier to take off the magnet. Oh, okay, I can hear it clicking. Oh yeah, here, let me see if I can get that up close. All this magnetic stuff, and we're going to put all this stuff into another bin, and we're going to go through that later, just to make sure. But all this, oh, there it is. I haven't opened it yet. We're going to squeeze most of them, but once we take the bag off, it'll all fall out. But we're going to leave that in there. And yeah, I already see a small little piece of gold, so we'll definitely have to go through that. But let's just finish taking out most of the magnetics. Up there goes sticking to the bottom. Alright. And I'm not going to check the magnetics in the bigs. That would just be stupid, because we can look through that. Alright, and I'm looking at all these pieces of gold, all this shiny stuff. And there, we have a good amount of magnetics there. And all I'm going to do is take our magnetics bin, put the plastic bag over it, and hopefully remove the bag. And yep, beautiful. The magnetics are all there. They're going to fall into the bin. And yeah, there we go. And we're going to save that. We're going to do this at a different time. I'm out of camera and doing this all. I'm sorry. All right, so we got most of the magnetics done. and it's about time to start panning. We're gonna bring out the gold pit. Well, I call it the gold pit. It's a big old wash tub full of water, but that's what we're gonna use, and we're gonna pan into it. We're gonna make the water muddy, and we're gonna find some gold. I put the piece of gold onto the magnifying glass, so everything will be okay. So I'll be back once the gold pit's in place, and we can start panning. Alright, there she is, the gold pit. Alright, so like I said, the first thing we're going to do is we're just going to wash the big rocks. You know, and this is just a wash pan full of freaking water. It's going to be used a lot to keep all my stuff. The big stuff. Dump it in the pan. Like I said, we're just going to wet it down. See if there might be a piece of gold in there. I highly doubt it. Could be a big chunk that we missed too, so I'm just going to root through this real quick. A lot of little quartz crystals in there, a lot of round stones. I'm going to have to save some of these. These are really neat, some of these. That one's cool. That one's cool. Okay, I won't bore you with that. But I'm not seeing any big, oh, what the heck is that? Any big gold. Alright, ooh, there's a flake right there. Alright, so there was something on the gold, or on the rocks, so let's do this the easy way. Move some of these big rocks, put them back in the bucket. Because there was just a little bit of flour gold in there. There wasn't much. And I was sticking to the big rocks. You see, you always gotta wash your rocks. That's basically what gold panning and stuff is. We are washing rocks and dirt. Oh, come on, get the rest of these out. Alright, down to the last one. Yeah, I can see a couple little loopy flakes in there. Just swish this around. Oh, you know what? I forgot to do something. I forgot to add soap to the water. And my gold is floating. Alright, let me get my homemade snuffer bottle. Let me some water in there. Alright, scoop him up. Oh, there's a lot more in there that I didn't see. Like gold. Alright, well I'm going to save all these little bits and stuff like that. And I'm going to go over them again and again and again. So I'm not going to put that right in the water. I'm going to toss that into another container, which I have to go and get. After I get my container, we'll be back and we'll actually get to panning the good stuff. Oh, sorry about that. I always need more containers. Alright, so we're going to take our mediums. Went through our largest, found a little bit of flake gold. I haven't put into my snuffer bottle. So we're going to do a couple scoops. Take my kid's little sand scoop. Good thing to have kids sometimes. Maybe we'll put 2 scoops in. Ooh, I see gold. I'm going to put it right into this pan and we're going to pan it out. Okay. So let me make sure that, you got to make sure you get everything wet. Alright? Even if you want it, I don't want too much water in there. Lose some of it. Oh, I forgot to put in my soap. Got to add a little bit of soap. So your gold don't float. I'm going to keep that. You got to put a little soap so your gold don't float. Alright, so everything, it's nice and wet. Alright, we got 2 sizes of riffles. This is just a small little pan. I got it off of Wish. I paid like $4 for 2 of them, I think. But we're just going to make sure the water is, the water is moving and the rocks are floating. Alright, so the gold is heavy, so it's going to float all the way to the bottom. So right about now, it's on the bottom. There's ripples in the pan, which is going to stop all the heavies. Now we're just going to bring it back and forth, letting the water just wash across the top. Alright, and then after a little bit, we're going to shake it back down. I could probably be a little bit more violent with this, but I don't want to lose any gold. But as you can see, I'm doing it into a bin, so I can go back over all this over and over again. Oop. Don't shake and pour like that. Alright, so some more water in there. Now this is going to take a moment, Most professionals can do a pan, in about 60 seconds. I am not a professional. Yet. This is a great hobby to have. It's a hobby that pays, too, I mean, so far, I have gotten, what did I say? It was 0.3 of a gram. And I looked it up on the gold calc. and it said I had $18.43 at today's gold prices. You know, gold prices, they change so often, you know, or so much, you know, you have to check it every day. So, here we go. Alright, we're getting down to the nitty-gritty. I still want to work it down just a little bit more. Alright, not seeing any gold yet. I don't think I put any into the gold pit. You know, that's what the gold pit is for. Alright, I think we're going to switch over to the little riffles now. I'll really hold the gold. Okay, yeah, I see some. I see it now. But I also turned the pan around. So I'm going to work it a little bit more just to get that gold down back into this edge. I always hear corners. You can't find a corner of a circle. It's always the edge. Living on the edge with gold panning. Here we go. We're going to use little ripples. Ooh, yep, I'm seeing gold in the corner. And when you get down to these little bits, you really want to take your time. You want to pay attention. You want to make sure you're not throwing any gold away. Alright, this is just the first pan. You know, I'll show you what I find in the rest of the pans. I'm just not going to show you me panning them. It'll take forever. This video will be 3 hours long. Alright. I wasn't paying attention. I was spilling and spinning. Alright. Let's take a little bit more off. You know, I got to get my angle right. I'm used to working on the ground with this in my living room. Okay. So we're going to get the gold onto the edge, not the corner. A little bit of water in. I'm going to swirl this around. And, oh, yep, I see some gold appearing. Ooh, there's a nice amount of gold. Hold on. I'll get you a good picture after I get it all up. We're going to do the tap. You just put a little bit of an angle and just tap, 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 tap. Oops, some gold's trying to get away. Some flake gold. Oh, there's a lot of it in here. I'm going to do multiple pans on each. But let's see if I get a nice. Ooh, that's really nice. There's a piece trying to get away there. All right, let me see if I can get this in the camera. And this is just, you know, this is just the first. Oh, you see it? Ain't that pretty? Look at that sunshine from Mother Earth. All right, I'm going to scoop this up with my snuffer bottle if they fit, and then I'm going to pan the rest, and we'll repan this and then pan the rest, and then I will get back to you. Till then. All right, I just got done with the second pan. I took my time this time, and as you can see right up there, not as good as our first pan, but there's a nice amount of gold. And I went through the first pan a second time, and I found a few little flakes, smoothed out all the rest of the stuff, because I can't get that really, really fine flour gold. I'm going to run that through my sluice, and we'll get to that in another video. Alright, next pan, here we come. Alright, so here's pan number 3, and pan number 3 has so far been the best pan. I mean, look at that. And look, let me see if I can do this while camera. We got some pickers. Hold on, I can't see what I'm doing. Here we go. Now listen. Oh yeah. Oh, I'm losing in the dirt. There's 2 more. Nice little sounds on them. Oh, I gotta get it. Yep, it's a picker. There we go. Alright. Pan number 3 down. I'm gonna put all this stuff in the snuffer bottle and away, and we will get to the next pan. Alright, here is gold pan number 4. You see there's a couple nice little pickers in there. Right there, and right there. Alright, we got one more pan, and then we got some special guests on the show today. I got my 2 sons. They'll be coming in next. Alright, so here are our special guests. These are my sons. This is Anthony. Say hi, Anthony. Hi. And this is my son, RJ. Anthony is 8, and RJ is about to be 6. Alright, we're going to do the reveal on the last pan, and we're going to gauge their reaction. Alright. Bring it down until we see some gold. Alright, where is it?
Oh, I see one piece.
Oh, there it is.
Piece.
Alright. Oh, there's a lot. There's over 20 pieces up there. Alright, watch out. Let me give it a tap. Move the gold up to the edge. Alright. Alright.
Oh my God.
There we go. Yep, it's the last pan. It's going to be the biggest. There's a little bit of some flakes running away. Alright. Let me try and clean this up a little bit, and we'll show the people on the camera. Alright, hold on, I gotta turn the other way, I gotta swim the other way. Alright. Alright, let me show the people on YouTube. camera. Alright, there's that final one of the medium grit. Or the medium gravel. And there are the boys in the gold pit messing around. Wave bye, boys.
See ya!
And we'll be back when we start the finds. Okay, so I was going to show you panning down that dusty stuff, the last little bit. It actually took me 4 hours to get all that powder done. I took breaks in between, fed the kids dinner, and I have it all here right now. It's not fully dried out. I'm gonna have to wait to dry it out, and I'll get it all weighed up for you later. But I'm gonna show you everything that I found, and I've already weighed the nuggets, or in the pickers actually, and it came out to 1.1 grams. So I'm already over what the bag was supposed to give me. But here you go. I'll let you take a peek at it. All on the bottom are the pickers and stuff like that. There they all are, all the nice little pickers. That's the biggest one. I think that thing weighs 0.4 of a gram. And then there's all this. There's a little bit of black sand. I'll get all that done later after it dries out. And then we'll get back to it, and I'll give you the full weight of it all. Until then. Alright, so here we are ready to weigh everything up. Oops, sorry about the shine. Let's see here if we get that out of the way. Alright, this is what we came out with. Alright, a few nuggets, a bunch of flake gold. Alright, so here's our scale. Alright, let's get our little plastic measuring thing out there. Alright, let's tar it out. Make it all zeros. Okay, first thing we'll do is we'll weigh the nuggets. Or the chunkers, the pickers. Alright, we're just going to throw them right in. Alright, and we got 1 entire gram just in the nuggets. That's not counting the flake gold that I found. Alright, let's get that out of the way. Back down there, make sure we're at 0. Alright. Oh, I had to use my teeth to open up that one-handed. Alright, here we go. Can we see everything? Alright. Alright, let's just, like I said, we're just going to dump it all in. Make sure we get it all out there. 1.5 grams, giving the total to 2.5 full grams. And let's see here, right about now, that's about $130 in gold. So I would definitely say yes to the Goldbay 3-pound bag. Definitely 100% approval. A ton of fun. There they are. Alright, until next time, subscribe and bing up, and then we will do the extra concentrates in the sluice box on the next one. Thank you for watching. Say bye, Zena. Bye, Zena.